If you got a new passport and you have not updated this on the OCI portal, which was free of cost, can become little annoying because now you have to pay a penalty as a fee, and the process also becomes little annoying, which you will see in video why I'm saying annoying. And depending on which country you are, in Canada it is relatively still simpler, but if it is any other country where you have no direct interaction with the service provider and you have to only deal with a web form, it can get little tricky. So I'll take you through this entire video. You will exactly know what are the steps to follow, and once you do this, you will know what exactly to do to get your eOCI updated. And the download itself is quite simple. Once it is granted, you just go and download here in this tab. I have made a detailed video on applying for new application, which you may have to refer, updating the information which you may have to refer, and then how to download the eOCI. In case you find difficulty, again, I made a video where how you can navigate all this process. I have documented, and everything is there in the link which you can find in the description. Most of the talking I'll be doing as I show things on the screen. So hopefully you don't miss out, and do share your experience, whichever country you are from. Please in the comment section, let me know how your experience has been and if you had to do any additional step which will help others who are coming to watch the video. So without wasting time, let me take you to the computer screen. You will come to online registration, OCI miscellaneous service, and here apply online. You will go and update your passport detail. By default, if it is beyond 90 days, you will get rejection. This will not go through, and you will also get a notification like this. Even if you don't get a notification with a snapshot of rejection, you can go ahead and then do a new application. So doing this process is important, getting a snapshot and then going with the new application. The reason is, once you complete the new application, you can check the video. There are documents to be uploaded, and that's a detailed video which I have made. Once you fill the new application, you will get this application reference number with which you take a printout, and then you have to submit this with the service provider depending on which country you are. If you are in Canada, it becomes much easier process because you're doing a walk-in and you are submitting to the service provider. But if it is in a country like US, where you have to go through an online process, this could get challenging because the system is not that easy to navigate and do the payment online or opt for the service directly as I'm making this video. Once this is much clearer, I will leave the comment in the section, but this is what you have to do. Once the application is completed, the new application submission is done, you take that printout and then you submit this with the service provider. So in Canada, you pay this amount, which also includes the service provider fee. And if you are in US, this is the amount which you can see on the screen. So once you do the submission, it goes through the process and you will get a notification when it is complete. It is not a new application. It is just an updation which is happening because of the delay in submission of the passport detail. And that's why you pay the reduced fee and not the fee which you pay for the new application. Once this is done and it is granted, you come to your dashboard and download the eOCI, check the detail if everything is up to date. If not, you have option to go and raise a query and update the eOCI card. So this is the complete process. I hope this helps you in getting the updation done, and thanks for watching the video.